What's up, you guys? It's your girl Glammy Nana, and I'm back with another video. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. On your post bell notifications, let you guys know when your girl is uploading a new video. And don't forget to follow my socials: Instagram Glammy Nana and TikTok Pretty Red with a 0, but it's Glammy Nana. So I really don't know where to start, and honestly, I don't know what to title this video. But I'm filled to just basically unpack why I started my self-love journey. So if you're interested in the video, please keep watching. Honestly, you guys, it took me a lot of courage to do this video. I've been hesitant of making another YouTube video. I've just been posting shorts because I really haven't had the energy to post a video. But I want to talk about why I started my self-love journey, and it all started from my childhood, the abuse that I went through as a little girl, with the molestation that happened to me. Well, I'm gonna cry already. See, that's why I don't want to make this video. That happened to me, and I cope with it with overeating, and that, well, so I'm sorry about that. My Snapchat turned off. But I cope with it with overeating, and I really don't want to go off into detail, but last year when I decided to, work on myself, I confronted her, and she acted like it was nothing. But I carried it for so many years. I was confused about my sexuality. I'm gonna cry. I didn't know who I was. And I was very closed off. I'm gonna cry. Yeah, I was very closed off. I had a lot of friends growing up, but they didn't fit with me. Like, I'm very, it's just they was doing, anyway, they was just drinking, smoking, all that type of stuff. And my mama raised me in the church and all that type of stuff because she was changing her life. And me, I digress, but that happened to me, and I cope with it with food. And my brother, he's way older than me. I have a sister. I'm the youngest out of 3, and they picked on me because of my weight. And brothers and sisters, they gonna pick on each other, but I'm the type of person, I take things to heart. So I'm gonna cry. But anyway, that happened to me, and I just carried it throughout the years. My weight was tied to what happened to me. And like, why I don't want to cry and get emotional. And like, my mom, she was a single mother doing the best that she could, and my dad, he was in my life, but he left when I was like about 5. My mama been on since then. But speaking about mental health, my brother went to jail, and I felt, for some reason, like, when you go through abuse, you internalize like something wrong with you. So I internalized something was wrong with me. And sometimes I act out like I wasn't that sweet. I used to pick on my sister a lot as well. I'm not trying to make it seem like I was just a goody two-shoe, because I wasn't. But now I want to say, like, my mom, it was a good household. Like, we went to church, she raised us well, it was just something, that one incident that happened to me, and I just, internalized that something was wrong with me. And I gravitate to food because I was an emotional eater. Even now, sometimes, like through my, with my breakup with my ex, I've been eating a lot more lately, and I've been maintaining, but a little bit gaining a little bit. But I digress. But I gravitated to food, and to talk about my relationship and how I viewed myself. I just stayed in abusive relationships. Like, the abuse that I went through when I was younger, it just grew into my adulthood with dating different guys that, abused me emotionally. Yeah, I know I record from my Snapchat, so it cuts off. So just dating different guys that, was abusive, and they had trauma and all that type of stuff. And for some reason, like, people that had like mental issues gravitated to me. Like my baby daddy, my children's father, he has schizophrenia. And even with my ex, he had a whole lot of mental issues, emotional and traumas. And that's why I feel like it's so important working on yourself and healing yourself before you get into any relationship. That's why right now I don't want no type of relationship, and I'm just working on myself and loving me and putting God first. So anyway, so I just stayed in abusive relationships and toxic relationships, and that's because I didn't value myself, and I didn't really know. So I really didn't know my worth, and my worth was tied to a man liking my body, and I became very promiscuous. And at first I wasn't like that because I was raised in the church. And I remember one time after I had my daughter, and I had my daughter when I was 19. After I had my daughter, a church member shamed me. She was like, "Oh, you going back to church? Oh, you coming back to church?" And I ain't been back to church since then. I ain't been to church since then. But anyway, I just became very promiscuous. And the guys that I liked, my type, they was attracted to me physically, but they didn't see the value in committing to me. It just made me feel like I wasn't good enough. So that's the reason why I really started my self-love journey, and really changed who I am from the inside out. And it all started, from that trauma, and, learning to love myself and to understand who I am. First of all, I'm a child of God, number one. And I realized that I am what God said I am. And no matter what I think about myself or what others perceive of me, that doesn't make it true. And for many years, I believed what other people spoken over me. It's like, if people say things to you, you start to believe. It's like, I use this analogy. It's like, the little ball Velcro thing, like you throw it and you can catch it with your hand, if you know what I mean. It's like people throw their words, but I'm about to invest in a Canon camera for real. So basically, I use this analogy. It's like the ball. You is the catcher, right? The receiver. And people throw their words or whatever they think about you on you. And if you believe in it, you'll hold on to it. And I was that person. I always took things personal. So I hold on to things. And I realized that I just got to let the words just fall off of me. And I have to speak words of positive affirmation of myself, because I really believe them, even in my abusive relationships. It's just crazy because, like, even with my my aunt on my dad's side, she was talking to a guy in prison. She even got married with him. And it's just crazy how generational curses happen in your family. So I was talking about generational curses, right? So yeah, my aunt, she got married to a guy in prison, and you know, she was telling me, you know, Shonda, he's not the one, he's not the one, he's not the one. But I was so blinded to what I wanted, you know. And I'm the type of person always trying to see the good in somebody, because I try to see the good in myself. Yeah, I'm gonna cry. But it's just crazy how generational curses is. Even her husband was abusive to her, and she never felt confident in herself. And I share this with her, and I wrote a poem called Broken Reflection, and I shared it with her, and she liked English, and like we share the same common interests anyway. And I shared my poem with her, and she was like, wow, that is how I feel. And it's just crazy how. So that's the reason why I started my weight loss journey. I wanted to work on myself and transform my mind, because the Bible said be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so you may know God's pleasing and perfect will for your life. And I was sick of tired of being sick of tired. I was sick of tired of being overweight. I was sick of tired of not being confident and loving myself. Kept being in abusive, toxic relationships. I had a guy bite me. I had a guy hit me with his phone. And just different stuff. And I was like, you know what? My kids deserve better. I deserve better. I don't need this in my life. And so I just decided to work on myself, and now I kind of became cold-hearted. So with that being said, I wrote my ex that's in prison, and I just told him that I forgive him. I forgive him because you not. So I wrote my ex, and I wrote him a letter, just told him that I love him, which I do. If I never loved him, then mean that I wasn't authentic to begin with. So I told him I love him and that I forgive him, because, you know, God forgives me. So if I don't forgive others, God won't forgive me. So I forgive him, and I understand that he's coming from a hurt place because he's been hurt. So yeah, so that's really why I started my self-love journey, just letting go of the bondage and the generational curses that's, you know, been over my life, and just really stepping into this new woman that I'm creating for myself. So yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Put your post for notifications. Let you guys know when your girl's uploading a new video. Follow me on my socials. That's Glammy Nana on Instagram and Glammy Nana on TikTok. You can type in Glammy Nana, but it's pretty readable though. But anyway, I digress. I hope you like this video. Bye.